Hello beauties and welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, also known as Live Life's Beauty, and I'm so glad that you have found me. And if you are a returning subscriber, then thank you so much for joining me again on another video. So today guys, we are straight into it. I hope that you guys can hear me good and well. I basically brought a microphone because the microphone on my phone stopped working, and now that I have the microphone sometimes doesn't want to work even though it's on. So let's hope that we don't have any issues with the microphone, because today is a chatty video. This year I started 3 new hobbies because I wanted to have some healthy hobbies, and one of those hobbies was crocheting. And honestly guys, it has not been going as good as anticipated. So I picked crochet because I love the things that you can make with crochet, especially the plushies. I think they're just so cute. So I wanted to get into it. It seems like easy enough hobby for me to do around the children, just at night time, just chilling out and watching TV with the kiddos. But guys, the best made plans, what do they say about them? They never come to fruition. So guys, it has just always been on the back burner. I have had so much opportunities to sit down and crochet, but it's just one of those things that I do not pick up. I will watch TV and I will not be picking up the crochet hook at all. I have however got better at it since I've been practicing it a little bit more. I mean, I did start this hobby in January and we are now at the end of 2024 as I'm currently filming this video. I would say whilst I've gotten faster at crocheting, I haven't been able to complete a project yet. So that's a lie. I've completed projects, but they've always been down to the wire, just like this one. So I have a baby shower to go to this weekend. So as you are watching me now, it is Thursday and the baby shower is Saturday daytime. I wanted to make a dragon, is it a dragon or a dinosaur? I think it's a dinosaur lovey for the longest time because I just think they're so cute, and I thought, oh my goodness, perfect opportunity. My close friend is having a baby and I can just get cracking on it. So I did start off the dragon. Why do I keep saying dragon? It's a dinosaur. So I did start off the dinosaur using blue yarn, and then luckily enough we found out that it was going to be a boy. You know, when you just know the gender of your friend's babies, you're just like, I just knew it. So yeah, I just started it before I even knew the gender, and this is all we have, guys. We have 2 legs and half of a head. So that is how this project has been going. Bearing in mind, if you are, part of the human race, then it takes 9 months to cook a baby. So why have I only achieved 1.5 leg and half of a head in 9 months of being on this crochet journey? I don't know. Honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that I had already told my friend that I was going to make the baby something, and the fact that it is free because I've already got all the materials and started the project, I don't think I would be continuing to make this for him. I just don't know, guys. Crochet, I just wanted so badly to love it. I think my problem with not truly being in love with it is that I just started too big too fast.
That's what she said.
When I first started crocheting, I didn't start off, granny squaring it up or anything like that. I just went straight to the big projects, guys. I made bags, I made flowers, I made hats, and then obviously now I'm making this lovey. I did, and it's not even funny, guys, because if I show you this here, this is also a whip that has gone to die, and this is the start of a rhino lovey. Now in my defense, this one could have been completed well before this, but I did run out of yarn because I brought that yarn from a charity shop and it was only half a skein left, and then once I'd made the head and the legs, I'd ran out. It literally was just enough to make the head and the legs, and I knew it wasn't going to be enough. So why I decided to make a different friend baby, I love it, I couldn't tell you. But then I did find some plushy yarn in a grey colour. I don't know if it's going to match at all, but we're going to finish it, and he will have a present for Christmas, when again he should have had it for his birthday, as in the day he was born. He's not one yet, so he's going to have it before his first birthday. He's going to have it as a Christmas present. So we are going to get this project done, guys, because we have no choice. So we're just going to sit and we're just going to chat about my crochet journey and how it's going, and if it's something that I think I'm gonna stick to. Obviously I don't want this video to be too long because I am a rambler. So yeah, with my crochet journey, guys, I just crochet like when the mood strikes, but honestly for me the mood never really strikes. I'm so sorry, crochet, because I do like it. Like, I do like what I can make with the crochet hook and needle, and how, I wouldn't say affordable it is, but how much more affordable it would be to buy than to buy something. So like the hats, and especially like things like these teddies and plushies. And I just love making things. I love the fact that you can make somebody something and, you know, it's made with love. Like, you have taken the time to literally make this project for your loved one. Like, I just think you can't beat it. And obviously because it's handmade, it's definitely a unique thing. Like, nobody else is going to have this, and that's what I love about it. But I didn't really like working with the acrylic yarn, because I did find that hurt my wrists and my fingers a lot more than working with plushy yarn or bulky wool yarn. So when I was making the projects like the crochet flowers, oh my goodness, like to this day I haven't completed a flower. I think I made a couple of petals for a rose, and I started to make a daffodil, because in the UK for Mother's Day that is kind of like a traditional flower. Like, the kids give the parents daffodils. So I was thinking that I could make some crochet daffodils and then I could sell them. So that was in March, guys, and I didn't even complete one daffodil, so I don't know where I was going trying to sell them. I did start a business this year. I was planning to sell some crochet items with that business as well, and again, guys, that is just not going to happen. I think I severely underestimated the time that it would take me to actually crochet things as a beginner crochetist. Trying to turn it into a business before you even know if you like the hobby, or if you if it would be profitable based on, you know, the time it takes you to make your items and the price that you would sell them for, is crazy. But if you're new here, then you won't know that I am crazy. So that is typically on brand for me, to just kind of jump in head first at something new, because I just love hobbies. I'm literally like a serial hobbyist. I do everything DIY, everything to do with like using your hands to create something, to make something. That is me. I'm a very quick visual learner. If you was to give me a book about how to crochet, I could not comprehend it at all. But because I have been blessed with YouTube University and all of you lovely crochet community people that help me make projects like these, it has been a breeze. So I'm really, really grateful to the people that make videos on crocheting. I'm not very good at reading patterns yet. I just literally watch the videos, and then now I'm kind of learning the terminologies because I've watched so many videos, but I don't know how to do all of the things. Like, sometimes I'll have to refresh to know the difference between like a double crochet and a half a double crochet. So just making sure that I've wrapped the yarn the correct way, but just having a refresher. I still don't know how to do things like a bobble stitch, but I'm still learning. Crocheting as a hobby, you know, it is an enjoyable thing because when I do crochet, like now, I don't think about anything but the stitches. Like, I didn't really think about how therapeutic it actually was and how quickly the time can pass. Like, you can spend an hour crocheting and feel like 5 minutes, or you can spend an hour scrolling on your phone and feel like 5 minutes. And obviously, out of the two of them, the crocheting is the better choice for me. Like I said, this year I did start some other healthy hobbies, and I think the love of those was just a little bit more of a pull than the love of crocheting. So I did pick up sewing and Cricut crafts, and I must say the Cricut has me in a chokehold. I absolutely love creating Cricut crafts, like heat pressing things on bags, making party decorations. Oh my goodness, I am in love with it. But with everything, technology plays a big part in that. So when my printer doesn't want to compute or my computer doesn't want to compute, it's nice to have a project that you know there will be no technical difficulties with, other than, you know, you have a hook, you have the yarn, you can just get on and do it. And I also did pick up sewing, and again with sewing, like sometimes the sewing machine doesn't want to go through the fabric, or the needle breaks, or you run out of thread in that specific color. There's just so many variables, but with crochet there's not really variables, you know what I mean? Like if you run out of yarn, you can just use a different color providing you have that color of yarn. Like now, guys, I have done some troubleshooting, which I'm so proud of myself, because I basically started off with this color yarn and I didn't have enough of that yarn once I realized that I had to make a body, you know, 2 arms, 2 legs. It just wasn't enough. So I did pick up this yarn, which has, I didn't pick it up, but it was already in my stash. Some of the blue, it's not an exact match, but I think it's close enough to look cute together. But the only thing with this one is it's so much thinner than this one, even though I did think they were classed as chunky yarn. So what I've had to do is I've had to double this yarn, and even to like figure out how to double it, that was a challenge in itself. Like I literally had to find the middle of this, and whilst finding the middle of this, I got into the biggest tangle and the biggest mess. So I literally had to spend half an hour to untangle the mess that I'd made, and then I just left it for like 3 days. So that is my problem. Once I leave a project, like that is it. It has gone to the grave, and it's really sad, but I just don't have the urge to like pick up my crochet hook, just like I have the urge to like pick up the sewing machine or go and do a Cricut project. So yeah, I think crochet is definitely still on the agenda as something that I want to do, but it's not like a true passion and love. And that does make me sad saying that, because I want to love it, I really do, but I think because it was the season of trying different hobbies, I've just found other ones that I, at this moment in my life, find a little bit more enjoyable than crocheting. So that doesn't mean I'm going to stop crocheting, but it definitely means that I won't be picking it up as much. But I do have some things that I do want to make. So I did make my son a hoodie hat. If I can, I'll insert a picture. I haven't finished it because nothing is finished. It still needs some little ears on it, so I'm going to make some little bear ears to go on the top of it just to cutify it. And I really want to make him some mittens. It is definitely taking a turn in the UK. The weather is bitter. It's predicted to snow next week, which doesn't surprise me with how cold it has been. The snow comes when it's more like frosty, foggy, so we've had a couple of those days, and you just know, you can feel it in your bones when it's going to snow, can't you? If you're a true cold weather person, you don't have to be told that it's going to snow. You can just feel it coming. And he's in desperate need of some gloves, and just like my daughters are in need of some winter stuff as well. So I'm going to use the yarn that I've got just to make them like some scarf, hoodie things, and I might make myself something. I'm not sure if I want to make it out of the acrylic yarn or if I do want to make it out of the chunky yarn, because like I said, I do find that the acrylic yarn just hurts my hands a little bit more than when I use the bulky or fluffy, I don't know if this is called fluffy, I think it's called chunky yarns and bigger needles. I have half an hour before I have to pick up my son, so I want to get as much of this done before we go and collect him, because like I said, once I put this down, I don't know when I'm going to pick it up again. I have commitments, so I could take it with me, I'm not sure, but again, because this is for somebody else's baby, I don't really want it like everywhere, if that makes sense. I don't know why I get like that. I don't just want to be crocheting it at this activity and that activity because, you know, germs, but I do need to get it done because we only have today, tomorrow, and then that is it. It's time to give the present. Here we have the head and here we have the 2 legs. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave the head because I do get distracted and I don't want to get up to go and get the stuffing, because even something as simple as that can distract me, guys. So I'm going to focus on crocheting the arms. I think I started at 11, it's now 1, so that is 2 hours. So 2 hours to do 2 legs. I do want to check back in with you guys just so you can see how long something like this has taken me as a beginner and to show you the finished result, because this has to get done. There is no if, buts, or maybe. I don't have a plan B if I don't like create this for the baby. I'm going to go to the baby shower without a gift. So I'm going to stop talking now and I'm just going to carry on making the arms, put you on a little bit of a time lapse, and then we can come in for the final check-in. Hello beauties, so as promised I am back with an update. Today is the day of the baby shower, which happened about 1 hour before I literally have to go, and here he is. He is ready to go and be packaged up. So I did not get him finished on Thursday. Surprise, surprise. I did manage to crochet him on Friday. Surprise, surprise. So this morning at 6:30 a.m. your girl was up and she was finishing off Mr. Dino. So I had finished his. The last time I checked it, I believe I did half of his body, and then I finished crocheting on his body and his arms. I would have been able to do more, however, my son was really restless. I usually don't take my son, and that is my time to just sit and crochet, but that didn't happen. Friday was an absolute write-off. There was nothing getting done. I was so rushed for time all of Friday. And then Saturday morning, which is today, I did get up at 6:30 and I crocheted my little heart away and got him finished. So he's not perfect, but he is my first ever project, and the first of anything is never going to be perfect. So there was a few flaws with him and a few modifications that I ended up making with him. So I added these 2 bubble stitches on his nose. I did add crochet eyes. This is my first ever time doing crochet eyes, and I don't think it came out too bad for a first attempt. The video that I was following did just have safety eyes for him, but because I'm giving this to a baby, he now has crochet eyes. The pattern did have spikes going all the way down his back and his tail. I did have to omit that because of time. I did have 1 extra spike that I was gonna spike here, which I wish I did do, but again, time was of the essence. And there he is. So we're going to pack him up and we're going to get him sent off to his forever home. There is a few errors with him. I did stitch his head on lopsided, so he does flop one way. My daughter hooked in, and you have to look really, really closely, but she had chocolate spread on toast and she got it on cheese, and I let it go. But also that is really irritating because I did like try my best to do this away from my kids for that specific reason. He's super cute and I'm super happy with the final outcome. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to see what other crochet things I get up to. Altogether, this did take me 8 hours to crochet, so I did count my time, and the final roundup was 8 hours to get this beauty finished as a first time crochet. So with that being said, I'm off to have some fun and celebrate the little one coming into the vlog, and I hope he enjoys his
little crochet diary tool as much as I enjoyed making it for him. So thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to love beauty because life is beautiful and it's out there waiting to be lived by you. And hopefully I will see you in another video.